What's up everyone, James here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about 5 of my favourite freshwater plants. For me personally, plants are a must-have in any aquarium. I don't care what type of aquarium it is, but the benefits to them massively outweigh any of the negatives in my view, and they just give it a really nice natural feel. The greenery is great for sort of stimulation and calmness if you're looking at them around your home. They give that nice homely warm feel to them, and they're just great for your fish. Fish love them, fry love them, shrimps love them, you name it. Any animal would be happy if there was plants in their aquarium. So yeah, this is not a top 5 list. This is just 5 plants that I love in the freshwater hobby. So yeah, let's take a look. So if you haven't already and you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I put out weekly videos on all of my fish keeping antics, so hopefully there's something for everybody. Up first on the list is Ludwigia. Ludwigia repens is a species of flowering plant in the evening primrose family, known by the common name creeping primrose willow. It is native to parts of the Americas, and it has the potential to spread easily and become naturalized in many areas. The reason I love this plant is the leaf color, especially the deep greens and reds the plant can produce. Although many have great success in keeping this plant, unfortunately every attempt I've ever had at growing it appears to have been unsuccessful. It's a plant I do love in the hobby and plan on owning once more in the future, and once it gets going, it's a real stunning and eye-catching plant. Java moss. Native to Southeast Asia, it's commonly used in freshwater aquariums. It attaches to rocks, roots, and often driftwood. Java moss does not require any special attention. It accepts all kinds of water, even weakly brackish, and all kinds of light qualities. Java moss is especially popular amongst aquarists raising fry and commonly shrimp. Java moss can also provide food for the newly formed fry, which can be challenging to feed. Some shrimp like to feed on the miniature leaf-like structures known as phylids. Another benefit for newly formed fry from Java moss is increased oxygen levels in the aquarium water. For me, it's a great looking plant which gives a really nice natural feel to my aquariums. The only downside I've ever experienced is it tends to get overrun with algae, but again for me this adds to the natural aspect of my aquariums, but does occasionally need a trim to keep the algae at bay. Amazon sword. Amazon sword are by nature a marsh and bog plant that can grow fully submerged in water. In their natural environment, they are often found part submerged, with some leaves grown above the waterline and even flowering. The plant is native to Cuba, Central America and South America, as far south as Brazil and Bolivia. Most will grow in variable water conditions, though the majority need tropical or subtropical temperature range. In my view, they are one of the most visually appealing to have in an aquarium, especially when the leaves really get going. They create a very natural feel to any aquarium, especially ones looking to replicate natural habitats found in the Amazon River. They are easy to grow and a general hardy plant, which makes them one of my favorites to keep. Next up is the onion plant. The plant originates from West Africa and is a very graceful bulbous plant with dark green, very narrow leaves. The curly leaves can grow between 40 and 120 centimeters long. It forms smaller bulbs than other Crinum species and requires less light. It is not eaten by herbivore fish, and it can also be used in brackish aquariums with low salt concentrations. The reason I love this plant is the uniqueness of the leaves, making it a really nice addition or background piece to your aquarium. When the leaves spread out on the surface, they look absolutely stunning, intertwining through the aquarium and other plants. The only downside I've found to them is being a bulb-based plant, they require a little more care and can often attract algae if close to the lighting. However, if controlled or a good balance has been found, you shouldn't have any problems. And last up is jungle Vallisneria. Vallisneria is a submerged plant that spreads by runners and sometimes forms tall underwater meadows. Leaves arise in clusters from their roots. The leaves have rounded tips and definite raised veins. Single white female flowers can grow to the water surface along very long stalks. Male flowers grow on short stalks, becoming attached and float to the surface. The fruit is a banana-like capsule having many tiny seeds. The plant can be used in many aspects and looks great replicating a running river, as the leaves will move with the flow of the aquarium. I don't often know why, but this plant has always had a massive hold over me. The nice varied colours of green that they produce. Once they get going, the plant propagates by producing runners which daisy chain off each other. They are a really nice background plant and look especially great on the surface of the aquarium. The only downside is they are sensitive, especially to high levels of salt, so if treating an aquarium for sickness, be aware that you may see them melt back. Low levels are fine and can be often found in some brackish environments. For me, I find it one of the most diverse plants in the hobby, meaning whatever aquarium you have, they usually work really well in. It has always been a goal of mine to try a complete species only aquarium, and this is the plant I'd definitely love to try this with. So that's it. There are my 5 favourite plants that are in the freshwater hobby. Now there is loads more that I absolutely love, but these are my 5 particular favourite ones. Some of them I use in my aquariums, some I have used before as mentioned, and hope to get into some of them going forward in the future. But yeah, that's just a few. Let me know if you agree in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything else that I've got coming up in the future. I've got lots going on. My head is always constantly buzzing with stuff that I want to try and do and talk about, so there's plenty of content coming up. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on subscribing and seeing what else I've got coming up. And until next time, you stay safe.